Our final stop today is at the celebration of the life of the late matriarch, Chief Mrs. Emily Adekemi Olutayo Aduni Johnson, who passed on at the remarkable age of 100. Children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren gathered to say their final goodbyes and to celebrate a century well lived.
Dancing in synchronized steps with the remains of the centenarian are pallbearers dressed in matching traditional attire. The trumpets and drums blast in the background. Their first procession is headed for the United Africa Methodist Church. Children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren of the beloved late centenarian, Elder Chief Mrs. Emily Adekemi Olutayo Aduni Johnson, Ni Eni Lolobo, are ushered by sonorous hymns from the resident choir. The only scripture reading for the day was taken from the book of Revelations. More hymnals are rendered by the choir, including one of Mama's favorite songs, The resident priest in Yoruba language gives the sermon centered on man's race in life.
No matter how well protected you are, death can always reach you. Every aspiration in life, every decision, every plan, every proposition without Jesus is a waste. Let us run in such a way that he that has set us on the path will greet us welcome.
Thanking God for the life of Mama Adekemi, as she is fondly called, her children, dressed in the regal royal blue shades of the African attire known as the Ashoke, step forward for the Thanksgiving rites, with the choir singing in the background. The choir sings the recessional hymn, "Shall We Gather at the River," in Yoruba language. As they lead the procession out of the church, the service is over and it is time to go to the prepared final resting place for the late Elder Chief Mrs. Emily Adekemi Olutayo Aduni Johnson, Ni Eni Lolobo. Upon completion of the prayers, the children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren paid their last respects to their beloved matriarch at her graveside. Memories of the late centenarian captured in pictures serve as the welcoming view for each guest at the reception.
I just want to thank God for her life in the sense that she's lived a good life for quite a while. She has done well. At least we try to make her feel that she's not alone. We lost our father when I was in 1971, and she did not remarry, and she stayed with us. So we owe it to her to make sure that she celebrated, supported, and given all the necessary. So whichever way you look at it, we made sure that she enjoyed the little part that she had before she left.
The legacy she left behind was that she taught us how to move closer to God. You should be kind to other people, love other people, then you should be able to help less privileged people. So you should be able to help them.
She loves her children, and I'm really happy for her that she kept all her children together, trying to be everybody to be together.
The live band set the mood with popular African tunes. A sea of various shades of Ashwebi head ties can be seen across the hall. Close relatives and well-wishers, all seated, are treated to the delicacies of the day. Late Elder Chief Mrs. Emily Enilolobo was born in the year 1924 in Okiaro Village, Ifo local government area of Ogun State, to Pa Ezekiel Akintola Enilolobo and Elena Agbeke Tolato Enilolobo. She started her education in Okiaro Village before proceeding to Agege Central School. Afterwards, she went on to Ansarudin Abeokuta, where she finished her first school-leaving certificate on December the 6th, 1932. Mama Adekemi Enilolobo taught for some time before getting married. She traded in rice, beans, gari, in bags at Ido Market for some years. She lost her beloved husband, Pa Michael Oladele Johnson, in 1971. After the death of Pa Michael Oladele Johnson, Mama Adekemi worked in Louth at the kitchen of College of Medicine as a caterer for some years before retiring to run a petty trade shop in her Itire Surulere home. Mama Adekemi Johnson ni Enilolobo never remarried after the demise of her husband in 1971 until her death on October the 20th, 2024. She's survived by all her children and many grand and great-grandchildren. From the countenance of many family and friends here, Mama Adekemi Olutayo Aduni Johnson ni Enilolobo will be greatly missed. May her gentle soul rest in perfect peace.
Coming up on Metrofile next week, we attend St. Maria Goretti Catholic Girls' School Hepzibah Class of 75 Golden Jubilee Banquet in Lagos.
And on that reflective note, we've come to the end of today's show. It's been an amazing ride, one I look forward to doing same time next week. Couldn't agree more, but please remember you can watch this episode and past editions on our YouTube channel. I am Kenny Akinwumi.
And I am Ewalua Gumbadede.
Bye for now.